Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Hockey Raiders NHL News and Rumors. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with thehockeyraiders.com. Lots to go through. Massive trade this week. A firing this week. Some potential trade rumors talks. Lots to go through, so we're going to do that right away here. Just a quick reminder, though, if you want to follow us, you can do so in a few ways. One, you can go to thehockeyraiders.com, check out all the news and rumors articles that we're writing about pretty much every topic we're talking about in this video. As well, you can go to Twitter at The Hockey Raider. You can go to facebook.com/TheHockeyRaiders. Or you can go to the YouTube page, check out all the videos and the content that is going on about some of the best teams, some of our favorite teams, some of the most popular teams. There's all sorts of discussion on the YouTube channel. All right, so let's get into the big news of the week. Obviously, is that Jack Eichel was traded. Finally, the 7-month saga has come to a close. Jack Eichel is moving to the Vegas Golden Knights from the Buffalo Sabres. And the trade officially is as follows. It is Jack Eichel and a 2023 third-round pick going to Vegas for Peyton Krebs, Alex Tuch, a top 10 protected 2022 first-round pick, and a 2023 second-round pick. So, good trade for both sides. Big deal for Jack Eichel. He's going to be headed to Vegas. He's going to be getting the artificial disc replacement surgery right away here. Scheduling that, they're assuming he's going to be out probably 3 to 4 months. Rumors are that he might be back around the Olympic break, probably just after, but he will be available till Vegas at some point during the season. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do with their salary cap. Mark Stone is out right now. Max Pacioretty is out right now. But the Vegas Golden Knights are going to have to do something with their salary cap to fit all three of those guys onto the roster. Because as you know, Jack Eichel is a $10 million player, and Buffalo did not retain any salary in the deal. In fact, they had to trade for Johnny Boychuk to get above the salary cap floor after this trade was done. So there was lots going on here out of Buffalo. Speaking of that trade, Matthew Tkachuk's name was tossed into the rumor mill a couple days before the trade actually went down. That Kevin Weeks had reported Matthew Tkachuk was on the table from the Calgary Flames, which turned out not be accurate. The Sabres and Calgary shot that down. Brad Treliving talked to Matthew Tkachuk and said, no, that was never part of the deal. We were never going to include you in that, sort of to settle the things. Matthew Tkachuk says he didn't believe it anyway. He just thought it was, Vegas or Buffalo trying to get more out of Vegas before the trade finally did happen. But Matthew Tkachuk was not ever going anywhere. Calgary was in the deal. They were talking about it, but it was really just Vegas. They were the finalists. It was just a matter of dotting the I's and crossing the T's. But Matthew Tkachuk's name was tossed in there, but he was not really seriously part of the trade discussion. Okay, some unfortunate news for the Chicago Blackhawks just keeps coming. Outside of all the executive changes, the GM, Jeremy Colliton, and head coach of the Chicago Blackhawks, was released on Saturday. He is no longer the coach of Chicago. They're going to have an interim coach, and then they'll search for a new coach and a new GM. I'm assuming the new GM will want to hire the new coach. But, man, things just keep getting worse and worse and worse in Chicago. Terrible start for the Blackhawks. It's not a surprise that Colliton was let go. He's out of a job at this point. We'll see what happens down the road. There's some talk that Carey Price is going to be back with the Montreal Canadiens as early as this Monday. Now, that does not mean he's going to be joining the roster right away. In fact, he might go down to the AHL for a little bit on a conditioning stint. But he is coming out of the 30-day player assistance program. He is ready to roll. In terms of returning to the NHL, it's just a matter of getting him up to speed, getting him back on the roster, making sure he's equipped and ready to handle a regular starting rotation with Jake Allen. We'll see where it all goes. But Montreal certainly could use Carey Price at this point. They just don't want to rush anything. So they're going to bring him back to the organization and see where that goes. Lots of talk out of Toronto. Trade rumors galore. Travis Dermott, Justin Hall, two defensemen that are apparently being shot by the Maple Leafs, or at least the Maple Leafs are letting other teams know that these two are available. I think the idea is to move Justin Hall, but most people are talking that maybe Travis Dermott might be the guy to go here. Just some change-ups happening in Toronto, probably some cap space maneuvering, different. They got too many defensemen. Some really good. Rasmus Sandin has kind of come up and elevated himself into a different role, and Lindgren's doing really well. So they've just got a surplus of defensemen. It's just a matter of which one they want to move. Also, Jack Campbell. There was some talk that the Toronto Maple Leafs were already negotiating with Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell sort of hinted at it without really coming out and saying, yes, we are talking about a contract. But then Jack Campbell's agent said, no, that's not true. That's not even remotely true. It's not accurate information at all. Whoever reported that is not telling the truth. So we don't know exactly what's happening between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Jack Campbell. We do know that the Maple Leafs want to keep him. The rumor is it's going to be somewhere around $5 million per season on a long-term deal. Whether or not that gets done during the year or at the end of the season, what have you. But Campbell's playing really, really well for Toronto. His numbers are going to keep going up, and if that happens, his salary is going to keep going up. So Toronto probably wants to get this done, but Jack Campbell might be best suited to wait. we'll see where it all goes. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. We'll have another news and rumors report next weekend. Don't forget, check out the Connor McDavid video, by the way. The goal that he scored against the New York Rangers on Friday night might be the goal of the year. Early candidate. I can't see anybody overtaking this. It was such a good goal. 1-on-4, beats everybody, including the goaltender. It's unbelievable. If you haven't watched it 50 times already, I don't know what you're doing. Check out the Connor McDavid goal. We'll leave it at that. We'll talk to you next week. Go check out thehockeyradio.com for everything else. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll talk to you guys soon.